Well, hi, all my friends out there. I hope you had a terrific weekend. I've been enthralled with what's going on with Trump and this overseas trip that he's making. I think it's really historic, and the Lord has just kind of nudged me in my heart and my mind to watch what's going on. And I've also been nudged to to read Daniel 11, and I would encourage you to do that on your own time, um, because I think that the Lord is just, preparing for what's to come. Perhaps I don't know why, but I'm not a person that can, decipher prophecy or anything like that. But it was just something that I reread for myself, and one of the especially in the latter part of chapter 11, and say start with the verse 32, but read the whole thing because it just puts it all together. But at the it could be talking about future things. It could also be talking about what happened in the past. But this was a vision that Daniel was given for the future. And wars threaten, life is threatened, covenants are broken, they lie at the table, there's blasphemy, there's all kinds of, impropriety going on, undermining that will be happening. The king will do according to his will. He shall exalt himself, magnify himself above every god, shall speak marvelous things against the God of gods, shall prosper until the indignation be accomplished, for that is determined shall be done. Neither shall he regard God of his fathers, nor desire of women, nor regard any god, for he shall magnify himself above all. But in his estate he shall honor the God of forces, a God of whom his fathers knew not, shall be honored with gold and silver and precious stones and pleasant things. Thus shall he do in the most strongholds with a strange God, whom he shall acknowledge and increase with glory, and he shall cause them to rule over many, and shall divide the land for gain. And at the time in shall the king of the south push at him, and the king of the north shall come up against him like a whirlwind, with chariots and horsemen and with many ships, and he shall enter into the countries and shall overflow and pass over. He shall enter also into the glorious land, and many countries shall be overthrown, but these shall escape out of his hand, even Edom, Moab, and the chief children of Ammon. And he shall stretch forth his hand also upon the countries of the land of Egypt, shall not escape, and he shall have power over the treasures of gold and of silver, and all the precious things of Egypt. Libyans, Ethiopians shall be at his steps. But tidings out of the east and out of the north shall trouble him. Therefore he shall go forth with great fury to destroy and utterly to make away many. And he shall plant the tabernacles of his palace between the seas of the glorious holy mountain. Yet he shall come to his end, and none shall help him. And this particular person will also make the abomination of desolation in the temple. And Michael, the archangel Michael, will be the one that will defend Israel, deliver Israel from trouble, it says. So anyway, I just wanted to jump ahead a little bit and read that to you. And we know that for a while there will be peace and prosperity in the land, and that there will be a time where there will be no walls in Israel. We know that they're going to build a third temple. So we are definitely living in the end times. We are seeing the history played out here, and some of the things have already come true, especially in the book of Daniel 11. One of the things have been checked off. I can't remember which one it is offhand, but anyway, I just wanted to mention that I do like prophecy. I think that we should keep watch. I think we should be alerted, not be afraid. not be fearful, because these things have to come to pass. But we do know that the Lord, our God, wants love. He wants us all to be loving with each other. Wouldn't it be nice if it could be that way? But we have evil in the land. And so, as Donald Trump said, you got to get rid of the evil. He was just speaking of good and evil. He wasn't mentioning religion. He wasn't saying you're wrong, I'm right. Just saying good and evil. What is good? What is evil? Which I think was very smart. And that's the way it should be, you know? So, you know, in your heart, every one of us is a spirit. Every one of us is a soul. No matter what you practice, you know what is good and you know what's bad. Especially adults, you know. So do what's good for your children, for the land, for peace, so that maybe we'll have a season of grace, by the Lord God. If we call out to him, but you have to do your part. You got to take your step. You got to, clean out the land of all the idols. Clean out the land of all the bad gods. You just got to do it. Otherwise, look what happens, right? We've been reading about that. And, a lot of people poo-poo the Bible, but I think it's good for every single one of us, no matter what your field is to, if you're in archaeology, it's good to read the Bible just for the archaeological facts. For business, how to do deals, how to work with people, how to resolve things. Look at King Solomon. I mean, the wisest man ever, and so forth and on it goes. How to be caring, how to be loving, the Bible is the best book to ever read. I think it's Donald Trump's favorite book he mentioned. So, speaking of books, now we're in the book of Psalms. So I just decided last night that I'm just going to go ahead and read it. There's a 4-hour video on YouTube. You can hear these two guys just reading through the Psalms with beautiful music in the background and that kind of thing. So if you like that kind of thing and prefer that, then I would urge you to listen to that. Okay? So, all right. So Psalms 1. And all the Psalms were meant to be sung and used for worship. And King David, as I said before, did a lot of these Psalms. And I'm sure there was other psalmist that he had to write, but we just don't know who all the authors are. Okay. So it says, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and his law doth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. And the ungodly not so, but are like the chaff that the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish." Okay. Psalms 2. The reign of God anointed. "Why do the heathen rage, and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and rulers take counsel together against the Lord, against his anointed, saying, Let us break their bands asunder, and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, and the Lord shall have them in derision. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in sore displeasure. Yet I have set my king upon my holy hill of Zion. I will declare and decree, the Lord hath said unto me, Thou art my son, this day have I begotten thee. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. For thou shalt break them with a rod of iron, thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, be instructed, Ye judges of the earth, serve the Lord with fear and rejoice with trembling. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry, and ye perish from the way, when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all of they that put their trust in him. I just also wanted to say, too, that wherever you are, you always can invite the Lord to be with you. So even though it's Monday and I've got to go to work, I always like to invite the Lord to be with me so that wherever I'm at, he's there. And it's a holy place, you know? And, you know, in my car, at work, at home. And we can do that wherever we at, or wherever we are at. The gates of heaven are everywhere, you know, that you invite him in. Anyway, I just wanted to say that. I wrote something last night, and it's on my iPad, so I can't read it to you, but I was trying to think of a song, and it came out more like a, I don't know, poem or just some thoughts. Anyway, I'll read it later if I remember, if I get a chance. Psalm 3. The Psalm of David when he fled from Absalom, his son. Lord, how are they increased that trouble me? Many are that rise up against me. Many there be which say of my soul, there is no help for him in God. Selah. But thou, O Lord, art a shield for me, my glory and my lifter up of mine head. I cry unto the Lord with my voice, and he shall hear me out of his holy hill. Selah. I lay down and sleep, and I awaken, for the Lord sustains me. I will not be afraid of 10,000s of people, and have set themselves against me around about. Arise, O Lord, save me, O my God, for thou hast smitten all mine enemies upon the cheekbone, and hast broken the teeth of the ungodly. Salvation belongeth unto the Lord. Thy blessing is upon thy people. Selah. Isn't that pretty? I like that. Okay, Psalms 4. David prays for an audience, man's happiness in God's favor. To the chief musician, Neganoth, a psalm of David. Hear me when I call, O God of my righteousness. Thou hast enlarged me when I was in distress. Have mercy upon me and hear my prayer. O ye sons of men, how long will you turn my glory into shame? How long will you love vanity and seek after leasing? Selah. And know that the Lord has set apart him that is godly for himself. The Lord will hear when I call unto him. Stand in awe and sin not. Commune with your own heart upon your bed and be still. Selah. And the sacrifices of righteousness, and put your trust in the Lord. There be many that say, who will show us any good? Lord, lift up the light of thy countenance upon us. Thou hast put gladness in my heart, more than in the time that their corn and their wine increased. I will both lay me down in peace and asleep, for thou, Lord, only makest me dwell in safety. Okay, I'm going to stop there, Psalms 5. And we'll continue another time. I hope that you have a blessed week. Leave me a like, thumbs up, and a comment, and subscribe if you would. We have 197 subscribers now, so thank you to all my new subscribers. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Leave me a comment if you would. Okay, thank you very much. Enjoy your day. Bye.